His opponent tonight, from Stafford in Brisbane, 22-year-old Kerry Nugget McNaught. The reigning Australian Super Featherweight Champion. He has a record of 16 fights, 14 wins, and only 2 losses. He's trained by Malcolm Anderson from the Blood Axe stable.
Kerry McNaught and Vicharnoi in the hands of the referee now. Called in and fight, and we're underway in the Thailand versus Australia challenge. Kerry McNaught of Brisbane, 22 years of age, 16 fights under his belt, 14 wins and 2 losses. A pretty impressive record, but he's up against a very canny contender, I would think, here.
He started off very strong. He's actually scoring the points at the moment, but the Thais often do that. They're often slow starters. Their training curriculum is 3 hours a day in the morning and 3 hours again in the afternoon. So a professional Thai boxer in Thailand, he trains 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. And this kind of training programs tends to make them slow starters. You see, already Kerry McNaught is a lot more explosive. He's bringing the fight up to the Thai, but he should not make the mistake of putting too much energy out too early, because you can believe me, that Thai is reserving his energy, particularly for the last 2 rounds.
And of course I should mention too, Bob, that these are 5 rounds of 3 minutes duration, with 2 minutes in between each round. We've got a bit of distance to travel.
And when you're using 8 weapons, it's very tiring over a 3-minute round. It's not like boxing where there's only the 2 weapons. These guys are shooting out 6 weapons at this stage. The main event is 8 weapons. They'll be using elbows. But this is international rules. Elbows are not allowed.
Quick retaliation with the kicks.
So far, Kerry's doing a very good job. He's doing what he needs to do. He needs to take the fight up to the Thai. You cannot afford to back off from Thai boxers. It makes them very aggressive if they feel that they're getting the strength to make it back off. There's a slip there.
Vicharnoi looking as though he's a little open for the boxing side of it. He's certainly concentrating more on the kicking, but Kerry's done pretty well in getting a few punches through to the head. And very strong too, I might suggest.
Kerry's in a little bit of trouble there. I think that was a strong blow, but he's recovered. He's back on it. And another right hand. We heard that this Thai fighter had a strong right hand, and he's letting it go. He's let 2 go. It's taking its toll on Kerry McNaught. I don't know how far we are into the first round.
He's down. Vicharnoi sent back to the corner.
Kerry's smiling, but I think that's more in consolation of himself, trying to pick his energy up. He badly needs this 2-minute break. This will be good for Kerry. He gets a 2-minute break now.
And the timing was impeccable, I might suggest. And Kerry Nugget McNaught being worked on in the red corner. McNaught is the Australian Super Featherweight champion, 22 years of age, from Stafford in Brisbane. Here's a replay of some of the action from that round. It's a very strong kick from Vicharnoi. And here's where he shows his strength. Wow.
Once again, quite legal, because both fighters were still facing one another. And Kerry actually elevated himself for the first part of that.
All right, here we are. We take a look at it from a different angle. And you're quite right, Bob. Kerry virtually lifted himself up onto Vicharnoi's hip. Yeah.
And then Vicharnoi took advantage of that. Here it is here. He lifts. And Vicharnoi takes advantage of it with the roll over dump. And as I said, that's quite legal because they were still facing one another.
Oh, well, back to Kerry McNaught, having a little bit of work on the eye. There's a cut above the left eye of McNaught.
I see Malcolm Anderson working on that cut before. I was a bit perturbed at the end of that round, but Kerry's looking fairly bright-eyed there. I'm hoping he's got his every faculties back together again. But he took some heavy right hands. We were told that this Thai boxer did have a heavy right hand, and he certainly has. Look at the composure of the Thai boys. You see the experience with over 100 fights, how they are on this 2-minute break. They're totally composed and just biding the time out. He's done this so many times, he almost knows it to the second.
Yes, going through the ritual that they well understand, no doubt. And still the attention going to Vicharnoi in the ring. Round 2 coming up of this 5-round bout, 5 3-minute rounds, a super featherweight clash in the Australia versus Thailand challenge. Vicharnoi from Thailand against Kerry McNaught of Brisbane, Australia. Vicharnoi immediately in, working on the thigh. Kerry in a little difficulty against the ropes, but got out of it okay. Kerry frequently throwing himself into the air, and that was what brought him undone a little in the first round. It might not be a good tactic against Vicharnoi as the Thai moves in from the blue corner.
Yeah, Kerry certainly shouldn't work the ropes like he did in the early part of this round because he was coming in and off the ropes, and he could walk into any one of those 6 weapons. So he's better now out in the open because he can backslide, and he can also use some techniques to get him to use the hands, because Kerry does have the superior hands. But I'd suggest when the Thai smile like that, they feel it. They try and make out that nothing hurts them. But I'd suggest that anytime he smiles, Kerry has put one on that's created a bit of agony for him, or at least discomfort.
Interesting too, Vicharnoi constantly working on the left thigh, and it's already showing the damage. It must be very draining when the thigh is constantly being kicked, Bob. You must really feel that sapping the energy.
Yes, they should be turning the leg out, but Kerry's been caught, and I'd say the early shots he took, like another one there, they would be dulling his reflexes and stopping him from being sharp on his leg checks, and now he's starting to wear them on the thigh. So at this point in time, it's not looking good for Kerry. He needs to sort of carry this round through and get another good 2-minute break.
Well, certainly light on in the area of experience when you throw him up against a bloke like this who's had 99 fights, Vicharnoi, to 16 for Kerry Nugget McNaught.
Oh, he's got a problem. I think that might be it. The experience in this first fight, Australia against Thailand, possibly the Thais. Kerry's trying. No, he's not there. Good decision by the referee. We don't want Kerry McNaught getting hurt. He's been concussed, and there's no point in carrying on beyond that point.
Yes, a great win to Vicharnoi. Let's take a replay of that action. And this is the way it finished for Kerry Nugget McNaught in the red corner. Vicharnoi moved in, great experience and using the hands well.
It's the same reason Kerry was starting to wear leg kicks. His defences were down because he's slightly concussed here. As we can see, the Thai fighter's taking total advantage of a slight concussion with Kerry. And there's a right hand right on the button, and that's this Thai's best punch, the overhand right. We were told that.
Yeah, won it very well. Let's take a look at it now from this angle, and you can see again that he just boxes him to the ground.
Very heavy right hand right on the button. And
well, we're back in the ring with the trophy, waiting for presentation.
Marty Scroggin will present the trophy
Marty.
to Vicharnoi.
Marty. Just do it.
Officially crowned the winner now. Vicharnoi from Thailand, winner of the first of the challenge matches between Australia and Thailand. And what a worthy winner. What an impressive record he has. His 100th fight tonight. for now 61 wins, 6 draws and 23 losses. A superb fighting machine, and found out only too hard by Kerry Nugget McNaught, the Australian super featherweight champion, who fought from the red corner but was unable to go the distance with Vicharnoi.